If your baby's favoring one side, you've probably been told it's just a tight muscle. Stretch it out, do some tummy time, and wait it out. But here's what most pediatricians aren't telling you: torticollis isn't just about tight muscles. We see this pattern week after week in our office. A mom comes in exhausted, holding a baby who cries during every single diaper change or clothes change. They struggle to nurse on one side and cannot seem to get comfortable no matter what position you try. The pediatrician noticed their head tilt at the 2 month checkup and sent you home with some stretching exercises that makes your baby scream their head off. Or even worse, they told you that they're going to grow out of it. Now, those stretches may not be working because tight muscles aren't the root cause. What's causing those muscles to be tight? And while we're waiting and stretching, that stress and subluxation in your baby's nervous system is affecting far more than just their neck. It's affecting their sleep, their ability to eat, sleep, drain fluid from their ears, and hit developmental milestones. So let me tell you all about a little boy named Nathan. His mom brought him in after a traumatic emergency C-section that left him with torticollis, plagiocephaly, or the flat spots, the digestive issues, and eczema covering his entire face. He was locked up from his neck all the way down to his lower back. The tight muscles caused ear misalignment, which led to repeated ear infections starting at just a few months old. Now, Nathan's occupational therapy wasn't necessarily helping. He was even fitted for a helmet to correct the flat spot on his head, but he looked miserable and uncomfortable all the time. He couldn't hit his milestones because his entire system was stuck in overdrive. But within the first month of neurologically focused chiropractic care, Nathan's digestive issues and his eczema cleared up. By month two, everything changed. He started sitting up, crawling, pulling himself to stand, and he hasn't had an ear infection since starting care. Parents, let's hit it hard. Torticollis is a neurological problem, not just tight muscles. Now, when doctors diagnose torticollis, they're looking at the obvious sign. Your baby tilts their heads to one side, their chin's pointing the other way. They see tight muscles and limited range of motion. But what they're missing is what's happening underneath. Torticollis happens because of stress and subluxation. Now, subluxation has three specific parts. There's the misalignment of the spinal bones, there's the fixation where the spine can't move properly, and then there's the neurological interference where the nervous system gets stuck sending stress signals instead of calm and coordinated ones. You can think about it like a computer with too many tabs open. When your baby's nervous system is overwhelmed with stress signals from that subluxation, everything slows down or it crashes. Their body can't coordinate properly. Their muscles stay tight and they're stuck in fight or flight mode. Now, the amount of pulling, twisting, and pressure that's placed on baby's head and neck during birth interventions is significant. Forceps deliveries, vacuum extractions, and even C sections can create subluxation within the upper neck or the upper cervical spine. That adds to difficult positioning. Now, add that to difficult positioning in the womb, being stuck within the birth canal or a long labor, and you've got what we call the perfect storm. These layers of stress compound on each other, and the result is a nervous system that can't regulate properly. Now, physical therapy stretches work on the muscles, but they don't address the subluxation that's creating the tension in the first place. It's like trying to push a car with the parking brake on. Now, many parents tell us that the stretches make their baby cry and seem to make things infinitely worse. And that's because when the nervous system is stuck in stress mode, any additional discomfort just adds to the tension. The body fights back instead of relaxing. But when you release that stress and subluxation first with gentle chiropractic care, the nervous system can finally calm down. And then the stretches and the positioning exercises and the feeding actually start to work because that parking brake is off. But here's what concerns us most. When torticollis isn't fully resolved at the neurological level, it doesn't just go away. That subluxation can contribute to ear infections because tight neck muscles affect the eustachian tube drainage. It can lead to respiratory infections like croup and RSV because the body can't move mucus and secretions properly. And as kids grow, we see unresolved torticollis show up as gross motor delays, as fine motor challenges, sensory processing issues, and even ADHD. The foundation wasn't stable, so development gets harder at every stage. If your baby has torticollis, you don't have to choose between painful stretches and just waiting it out. There's a gentle, effective path forward that addresses the root cause. Our approach uses the advanced insight scans to find exactly where that stress and subluxation is located and how severe it is. And then we make safe, gentle adjustments to release the tension and restore balance to your baby's nervous system. And parents often see changes within just a few visits. Sometimes our little ones just get stuck in stress mode, and then we ease that system, that nervous system tension. Everything can shift. So click the link within our bio, send our office a DM, or schedule directly with me, Dr. John, at Haven Family Chiropractic right here in Katy, Texas. And let's help your baby get unstuck and start thriving.